Hi, I'm Raven Waterman, owner and operator of Raven's Wings LLC. I'm an authority on working with women who are leaders in nonprofits and helping them to achieve their life goals as well as their executive leadership goals. I recently wrote a blog on my website, ravenswingsllc.com, sharing 10 tips that women can use to get back on track and refocused on their goals for the fall. And I wanted to take a few minutes just to talk about a couple of those here. So, one thing that I shared was that the fall is a great time to kind of reevaluate your goals. Think about what progress you've made. Have you made the progress that you want, or is there more that you want to do? Are there goals that you want to add on, or maybe goals that you want to take away? The fall is a really great opportunity, a great time to kind of reevaluate that and take stock. And also to think about, what do you need in order to move some of your goals forward? Another thing that I talk about is that the fall is a great opportunity to kind of decide to be happy, right? Decide that you want to have happiness in life. You want to be doing things that you enjoy and that you love and that you're passionate about. Making that decision is the first step, but putting into action what you need to put into action is kind of the next step. Something else that you can do is practice saying no. This is not easy for a lot of us. Sometimes it's hard to want to be all things to all people. So you kind of have to practice saying no. But when you do, you're really setting boundaries. And that can be equally important for you as well as people in your life so that they understand what your boundaries are. Sometimes we need to step back from things and from people or places that are taking too much of our energy and not really giving us much back. And when you do that, it allows you to put your energy in other places or invest it in ways that you really want to invest it on. So if you're saying yes to things and things that you really don't want to do, you don't really feel passionate about or excited about, or they're not bringing you any kind of joy, it's an opportunity to practice saying no. You'd be surprised how much people can actually respect that. But the key is going to be sticking to that no and not giving in as easily. So work on that. Work on practicing no and work on setting some of those boundaries because it'll give you more time to do the things that you want to do. Another great thing that you can do for the fall is a fall refresh. I know we change over our wardrobes for the seasons, but really to think about it as refreshing and looking at how you can bring in the energy that you want to bring in. So yes, look at your wardrobe, look at your household, but bigger than that, look at your relationships, look at what you're doing day to day, and sort of approach it as a fall refresh, an opportunity to maybe let go of some things that aren't bringing you excitement, that aren't exciting your soul, that aren't bringing you joy, and making some decisions about how to let some of those things go, as well as incorporate some new things that would bring some new energy. I mean, simple things like going, if you can't afford a whole new wardrobe, then grabbing a couple of accessories to brighten things up. Or maybe you can't redo your whole entire apartment, but some new throw pillows would really be nice. And it is part of your fall refresh plan. Think about, where are your talents? Maybe what the refresh needs to be is actually putting those talents out there and on display. Use them. Let people know what they are and invest in opportunities to share those talents because you'll definitely enjoy that, and so will people around you. Another great thing that you can do is kind of decide that you're going to take charge of your own mental state and your emotions and your thoughts, right? Sometimes we're engaged in this kind of like negative repetitive cycle, and it just overwhelms us. But really committing to taking charge of that and saying, I want to be happy, I want to experience happiness, and if I'm letting things take too much space in my head or rent too much space in my head, I need to be in charge of stopping that and letting some of that go and deciding that some things aren't as important as they seem when they're taking a lot of space up in our heads. So working to be in charge of your own thoughts is another great way to kind of get refocused back on track and get on track with your goals. And as always, think about what the supports are that you have in place. Who's your network? Who do you need to maybe bring into your network to help you and support you? Are you letting people know how they can help you and support you? Because if you're not, they may not know. They may not know what you need, and then they can't really be there for you. So again, the fall is a great opportunity to reset, get refocused, not just think about, if you have kids in the family, getting them back to school, but thinking about for yourself, where are you at and how do you want to start to move forward in the coming year. As always, you can visit ravenswingsllc.com, check out my blogs, as well as comment and share. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You can join my Facebook group, Women Taking Flight. I would love to have you, and I would love to hear from you. Achieve the best year.